Good morning, family. Welcome. I have a little bit of a different setup today. I've got a little bit different of a hardware setup, so hopefully you can hear me. We're going to do your live collective reading. Today is the 14th of August, and this will be for the week of the 14th, so starting today until Saturday the 20th. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you're having a great Sunday so far. Let's jump right on in. This is a general reading. There is no particular sign. It's just the energies of what this week might look like. And I'm using my little portable deck. I like this little deck. It's a cute guy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. I love it. So he's my little bunny. I have a baby bunny in my backyard now. So hopefully I've been posting on Instagram just little videos. He comes around, I feed him, I give him water. He nibbles on my lawn. So my baby bunny, newness and renewal, and just he's a one, and he's such a cute little baby bunny. He actually looks a lot like this guy. He's about this big. He's so cute. So check him out on Instagram. He's Insta famous now. But that's not why you guys came here. The Magician to start the week off is a 1. From a 1 to a 2 as well. We've got the 2 of Wands here. The Magician speaks to new starts. He has all of the aces. The bunny has all of the aces, knows how to use them. So full of new starts. If you're lucky enough to be on vacation this week, because it is August, well done, enjoy it. Center of the reading, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is not my favorite page. He is simply just a little bit too immature, a little too gossipy for my. He can be very sweet when he wants. He does not know how real. I mean, even look how he's holding that sword. He kind of strikes out of the blue. He's a bit gossipy, a little bit of. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I'm just waking up. He is kind of just flailing around sometimes. He has no idea how really sharp that sword of communication is. So he is very, very, he can be a problem. So just be mindful of that. Somebody may not have your best interest at heart. He speaks of self-interest. He's still learning the importance of communication, but he has not learned it yet. My point was, look how he is holding that sword. He has no idea how to wield that. So he can be a bit of an issue. That energy is crossed with the 9 of Cups. Beautiful energy, the wish fulfilled, and really just, that is, we went from my least favorite card to one of my favorite cards. He is a card that speaks of the wish fulfilled, contentment. It's not quite 10, but it's very, very close. It that speaks to emotional fulfillment within oneself. It's a very self-confident card, very self-fulfilled card, a card that says, I did this, I'm working on myself, I'm proud of myself, but not in a cocky, arrogant kind of way. It is a card that in most cases, in the traditional Rider-Waite, is a card of, it looks like a very bartender sitting there very self-content in front of his collection of bottles and cups, and he's just having himself a good old time. So that's the 10 of Cups. So if you're in this area, just watch out. This Page of Cups, and this might be something rolled over from last week, may not have your best interests at heart, whoever that page is. Could be an air sign, doesn't have to be. Could just be somebody younger. Base of the reading, we have the King of Wands. Now that is somebody who is grounded, one of our fire signs. Grounded, knows who they are, knows what's important to them, really has a sense of this is the area that I put my passions into, be it a job, be it a person, be it a relationship, be it volunteer positions, really has a good sense of what's important to him. So it is kind of goes along with this Nine of Cups energy. Immediate past, we have the indecision. We have the land of indecision. We have that land of confusion. It is a card that speaks to being of two minds of things. Again, I refer back to the traditional Rider-Waite. It's a card of traditionally a woman, but it doesn't have to be, standing with those swords, these two swords, crossing her heart, blocking her heart, and she's blindfolded. In this version, in this illustration, he's really looking away. Hopefully you guys can see that. He's not paying attention to the wolf under the table. And to be fair, the wolf's kind of just not doing anything. He hasn't decided what he's going to do either. Do I eat this guy? Do I go find something smaller? Because he has these swords here. May not be open to anything at all. So that's the Two of Swords, that land of confusion. Crowning the spread, victory. Six of Wands, beautiful energy. It is a card that is positive in that it is a victory, but it also reminds you to not sit on your laurels. It is a card that says to really, really keep going. It's a 6. So you can keep going. You can, it's a card of kind of being halfway to your goal. Yes, you've had a lot of success so far, but you're not there yet. You're not at the 10 yet. Immediate future, a lot of 9s, a lot of almost getting there. 9 of Pentacles. I like to think of that as my Rihanna card. It is traditionally drawn with a woman with her falcon and her lovely lush garden. So this is the patience that has paid off. This garden was granted by you, planted by you, and not pruned before it was ready. It is hard work paying off, standing on your own 2 feet, and really not needing much from anybody else. It's one plant. It's not a garden. It is a plant that you planted. And that's what the tarot is the fool's journey, and we are all fools from one time to another. You planted, you worked hard, you earned it. Enjoy the spoils. Internal influence. This is the energy that you are bringing to the week. The Hermit, Virgo energy, Major Arcana energy, reflection, inner knowing, kind of withdrawing from certain situations. A little bit of alone time, never hurt anybody. A little bit of rest, a little bit of self-reflection, a little bit of, I don't want to say navel gazing, but you get where I'm going with this. He's in a hermit crab shell. And if you're from particularly this time of year, particularly from the East Coast, we have a lot of resort beaches, and they sell little pet hermit crabs. They're this big. The thing about the hermit crabs, like a lot of crabs, they carry their tortoises as well, turtles as well. They carry their homes on their back. And when they have outgrown their shell is when they are the most vulnerable. They start looking for new shells. So if you've ever had a hermit crab, they start to get just ever so slightly bigger. and you have to start looking and help them out. And they do this in the wild too. They look for a slightly larger shell because they've outgrown this. They have gathered that much information. So if you feel that things are getting a little metaphorically or emotionally tight, might be start time to start looking for that new shell. External influence, the star, the wish, more major arcana energy, the wish the wish upon a star, the wish fulfilled, just like this 9 here. So make those wishes, make those plans. Things are starting to change in your world. It might be time to start making additional plans. If you have achieved your goals, or at least the short-term goals, it might be time to start looking at that next step, that next goal. Hopes and fears. The Knight of Cups. Lovely, lovely Knight of Cups. My heartbreaker. My room shaker. He is fun. Lovely dolphin. I love the ocean imagery in this card. Because that's exactly what he does. He rides in. If you're on vacation and you're at the beach, this is the time of year, at least here on the East Coast, the dolphins start running south. They're migrating. So you see these beautiful pods of these beautiful dolphins heading south. You can get to swim out to them. You can play with them. They're very friendly. It's a great time if you're in the area and you know who you are. If you are, the dolphins are a great time. They are, and that's exactly what this card is like. A great time, here for a good time, not a long time, is the Knight of Cups. But he is sympathetic. He's empathetic. He's watery. He is romantic, offering his cup of love, riding on that summertime dolphin. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But he has a season. He has a very, very short season too. May not be somebody that you want to put your goals onto. You are standing on your feet. And again, doesn't have to be a guy. Doesn't have to be a guy. There's, unfortunately, Olivia Newton-John has passed. And so there's a lot of places, a lot of channels that Summer Love and Remember is a duet. So Danny and Sandy together. So that's the energy I get from this. So there's a lot of dichotomy in the Knight. He's a little bit more masculine than the Page, the King, but still. So here for a short time, here for a good time, not a long time. A lot of the Knights are like that. Overall outcome, death, complete transformation, scorpionic energy. He is another one of my Knights. He is my Knight of Change. He is universal, beautiful energy. Like I said, scorpionic energy. We've got butterflies. We have these little moths. We have the dragonflies. Complete transformation. We have the time, the change of time. It is time to seek new shelter. It is time to change. Make that wish. Make those plans. We have wonderful energy here as we move closer to the autumnal equinox. And that's coming up in about 5 weeks or so. It is time to start thinking about moving forward. What's my next step? Okay, well, I'm starting senior year. What's the next step after that? I'm starting college. What's the step after that? I'm starting a new job in the fall. What's the step after that? It's wedding season. What's the step after that? Do I want kids? Do I want this? There's a lot of turnover this time of year because people are kind of taking the summer off. People tend to reevaluate during the summer. They have summer flings and go, well, what did I learn from this fling? Relationship. I will leave it there, family. I wish you well. Have a great week. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.